Right, so this is day 3. We're going to try and do 17 miles today with blisters. So, come with me. Bit different. I think mine's loaded off to the right. So we're possibly a mile, maybe a couple of miles into our walk this morning, and we'd planned to go to this cafe, which we knew was on the route. It's only open Thursday to Sunday, and we're on a Monday. No! So there's no breakfast. And I run out my Graze bars. So nothing to snack on yet, but we're going to be going into the Queen Elizabeth Country Park soon, which I think is this over here. So that's going to be pretty, and I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, if you haven't seen any of the training videos, you don't know what this is about. I'm trying to raise £2,000 to pay for our fire and ambulance service during our Bonfire Carnival event, and also to pay for the road closures. And to do that, we use a company, well, not a company, a charity called Fire Rescue. So all the money that you donate to me will in turn go back and be donated to another charity, and in the process we get the services that we need, which is brilliant. And then Mick, who's over there, Mick's trying to raise £1,000 for Hospice in the Weald, so I fully support as well. So we're walking 100 miles. We started 2 days ago and we're on our 3rd day. We've got quite bad blisters and it's quite painful at the moment. So I'm sure many people pay large amounts to see me in pain. So maybe you should donate. You can do that by clicking on the link, going to the Facebook page, clicking through from there to the Just Giving page, and donate a £5, a tenner, 50. I mean, come on, 100 for 100 miles? I don't know, £1 a mile? Right, okay. So we've got to the Butts National Nature Reserve, Queen Elizabeth Country Park. So this is going to be pretty, I hope. I've been here before. Obviously I drove here.
Eastbourne, 78 miles.
Eastbourne is 78 miles. God, I can't believe it. That's all we've done. Right, so the cafe's shut and I think we're going down here, Mick. Right over there in the distance, you can see that, it's a bit hazy. That's the Isle of Wight. Long way away. Well, this is quite an interesting gate because the handle's right at the top. That's right down the bottom, which is quite low. Come through, mate. Let's see. Nice. So we're currently under the A3, and that's pretty awesome. We're kind of almost just past, if we were level, with Portsmouth. which is awesome because along the A27, the South Downs, sort of the road that runs along the south, there's only Havant and then Chichester, the next bigger places. So as soon as we get to where we're going today, we're going to be pretty much level with that. Okay, so we've just stopped off at the Queen Elizabeth Country Park Cafe, the Beechwood Kitchen, and we're just waiting for it to open because we're starving hungry. We've been eating like brunch bars for breakfast, but I ate the majority of mine last night. I only had one left, so we're just waiting for that to open. But whilst we're waiting, I just want to say thank you so much for donating, and explain that, you know, we're doing this to be able to close the roads and provide fire and ambulance rescue services at our Carnival bonfire, and Mick's doing it for Hospice in the Weald, and we've got a Just Giving page. So yeah, we're doing 100 miles along the South Downs Way from Winchester to Eastbourne, and we're well, basically the first day was a half day, so we've done a half day, a full day, and we're a couple of hours into our third day, if you like, but it's not really, it's our second day. And it's been quite hard going, blisters on the feet already, and we've got something like another 70 odd miles to go. So we're doing a 17-mile trek today, hopefully, and we've just booked a campsite, so that's where we're aiming to get to. And what's really good as well is they have a farm shop, and we had a quick chat to them, and they've put 4 different types of sausages together for us, so we can have a bit of a munch later. And also there's a pub only half a mile down the road, so we might have a drink later tonight if we feel like it. So I've got myself a cup of tea, in a teapot, in a proper cup, with proper milk, and you can't ask for more, really. There's nothing better, is there? And also, this place has got a visitor centre, and they've got these little lockers with plugs in them, so that you can lock your stuff in and charge them, which is awesome. So I've now got my power bank charging, ready for the journey, which means when I run out on here, we can charge up again. Right, and we're just waiting for a fry up called the Buster, so it's going to be awesome, and these guys are really nice too. Breakfast
of champions.
Squirrel! He's gone. So we've just come up from that big hill there, and look what Mick spotted. Flapjacks.
Flapjacks are in the box below. These are the place to cut with the money underneath.
Pound flapjack, wow.
So £2.
Nice. I'm going to put it in.
I'll hold it.
Well, there you go, flapjacks in the middle of the countryside. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Energy boost.
And we're off again. So just to give you an idea how steep some of these hills are, because it's difficult to see on the camera, but you might see it better in this perspective. And over there is the second hare that we've seen. Much bigger than a rabbit. We like hanging out in the tractor tracks in the middle of the fields. must be getting close to their mating season, so they're looking out for potential partners. Oh. One step at a time, 1 foot before the other. I'm starting to get blister on the other sole of my feet now. The sole of my left foot. So it's left and right. That one there is a real glider. It's higher up. So yeah, it's pretty special views. Definitely slowed down due to the injuries. And about another 8 miles to do. So about halfway to go. So fighting against the wind as well as the hills and the sun and the blisters. Everybody, it's my motivation. So we're gonna climb this big hill. Now that doesn't look steep on this video, but it blooming is. This guy had to get a glider to go there. Right, here we go. It's a steep hill, this one.
It's a steep one, eh?
Yeah. Got to be the steep, isn't it?
Yeah. I think this next bit's the worst.
That was a big hill. Still is a big hill because it's still going up. Well, that was a proper big hill.
Okay, I'd just like to point out to all the viewers at home that these videos will not do the steepness of this hill no justice at all. And I'd just like to mention that that hill broke my proverbials.
If you can see right over there in the distance, on that peak, there's an aerial. That's where we were when we were looking out for the first time over at the Isle of Wight this morning. We've walked as far as the eye can see. And you can also see the Isle of Wight from here and the edge of Portsmouth in the distance. So there you go. But that was quite a big hill and just a little way till we get to the top. That was a tough one, that. Lots of little baby cows here. Oh, look. Hello. Hello. And over there, loads of them. So we got to a point on the trail. We'd done 17 miles. We could actually see the campsite in the distance. And we had about 50 metres to go down to this road, and but we didn't have any water for about 10 miles of the last trek. So as we were looking for some water, a farmer came along and said, "Oh, you get your water here." And then offered to give us a lift in his Land Rover. A lift to the pub.
Hey.
Oh, wow. So at least we didn't have to walk this.
No,
I was done.
the pub is a welcome addition, and what a start.
Brilliant start. He's dropped us off at the Bluebell pub in Cocking. So we had a couple of beers. Cheers, mate. And because we were coming here anyway to eat. And then he let us know that the kitchen was shut. So he said we could order a takeaway, so that's what we did. So I just had a cheeseburger and Mick had a kebab. Tonight's tea. Anyway, we managed to persuade him to let us sleep in his garden, and he's just come out and put his lights on for us so we can see what we're doing. There's absolutely nobody in the pub, and he shuts in 1/4 hour. But he's very happy for us to stay here, and I can't thank Dom enough for everything he's done. So here we go. We're going to set up the tents, actually in the dark. So here we go. I'm going here. Yeah, it's up a bit bumpy there.
Where?
It's up down there around the tree. I'm just going to go there. So, it's both tents set up in the dark, and this time I must have done something right because it's much better than last time. So setting up in the dark seems to be the way forward. Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, on the 4th day. Now then, last night, the last sort of 5 to 3 miles was an absolute nightmare. Blisters on both feet, and it was just so painful. It was that painful I nearly cried. And I got really angry about the fact that I was in pain. Well, not really angry, just yeah, it was just a hard thing to try and mentally push forward when we could see how far we had to go in front of us. So anyway, blisters are in a bad way. My calf muscles all seized up. Can't walk very well. And we've decided, although we keep deliberating, to just have a rest day today. So we're going to pack up our tents now and make our way up to the campsite that we were supposed to be at, which is about half a mile off the trail. And we're probably going to just pitch up there, have a rest day, get showers and things, sort out all our charging of our devices, hopefully get some signal so we can send some of the videos over to be put on the Facebook page, etc., so you can see where we're at. And that's that really. But yeah, very disappointed that we can't go today. But if I want to complete this, I think I've got to have a rest day. So that's the Bluebell where we stayed last night. We just nipped up to a shop up there and got some sausage rolls and a few little bits. And we're now just waiting at this bus stop, which will take us back onto the trail where we left off. and we're just trying to decide whether we try and do a little 8-mile walk to a campsite that's about a mile off the trail when we get there, which we can't get hold of, and we don't know if it's still a campsite. There's nowhere to get water on the way, so if we wild camp on that route, we're going to have to carry our water. So the blisters are absolutely manageable, but it's the right calf muscle that's all tensed up that is preventing me from walking right now. So we really don't know what to do. It's a real deliberation. If we have a rest day, that means that we've lost a day. And I could feel exactly the same tomorrow morning, which means we've wasted a day. But all our charge is gone. We've got no Wi-Fi signal to send videos. We don't know what to do. We're just going to see. I'm just going to have to walk and see how it goes. And if I get a mile up the road and I think, no, I can't do this, we might head back to the campsite. I don't know. We shall see. Or maybe I just need to warm my legs up. Where there's a will, there's a way, possibly. So just doing a little bit of walking, just trying to loosen it up. Might be okay. It might not, and then we'll be stranded with no signal, no water. Who'd have thought this day and age, just doing a trail like this, and the main deliberation is having water. Anyway, I'll let you know in a little while once we decide, because that's all I can do. So yesterday, that building just down there where the car's about to approach is where the farmer kindly picked us up in a Land Rover and drove us down here, which is where the pub was, the Blue Bell. And all we needed to do was to get up this road to this next farm here. So, well, we've chopped off about 50 metres of the 100-mile trek, but I reckon we've done easily over that, doing little detours to see things and things. So I'm not worried. We've still done the 100 miles and we're now back on the trek, but we're heading up to the campsite and we'll see if we can do some charging and maybe get a shower before heading off to wherever we get to tonight. There you go. Amberley, 11 miles. Well, we thought it was 13, so we might be able to do that. And there's a water tap there, but we are full with water at the minute. But we're just going to go and have a look at this farm shop. So these guys at English Woodlands Timber Limited, right, have been absolutely amazing, right? So we rocked up here, knocked on their office door. We're desperately out of charge for every device we've got. They've let us plug our devices in, connect to the Wi-Fi, send all the videos over, and then just made us a cup of tea and a coffee and given us an orange Kit Kat. I mean, what? Amazing. So thank you so much to English Woodlands Timber Limited. I'm going to find out some names in a little while, and I can name a few people as well. So yeah, well, it restores your faith in humanity. Awesome. Right, we're off then. Day 4. Let's see if we can get to Amberley. And she didn't want to be on the video, and I get that. A lot of people don't want to be on the video, but I just wanted to say a special thanks to Georgia in reception at English Woodlands. She was great, and she looked after us, and a couple of the chaps there, don't know their names. Thank you so much. And we're now moving out of the territory of the yellow windows, which I believe is something to do with the Earl of Dean or something. All his properties have yellow windows and door frames. Right, so apparently we've got 2 big ups and big downs. This is a weird bit of track along the field. How stony it is. That's all we have to deal with. It's just stones. And it's not just stones, it's flint, which cavemen used to use as tools, knives. It's sharp. So it's really not easy. But anyway, I got you out to show you this view. Look at that. And I guess we'll be walking all the way over there to, I'm not sure, but we've got coming up on a big hill just like we usually have. But look at this. That's going to be fun. Oh no, you're kidding me, what? No, where does it go? Sure it don't go to the right there, Mick, and through that. Right, we've got to walk across a stony field. Don't seem right to me. So this is a bit ridiculous. This isn't even a path. It's just a gravelly field. Not good for the old blisters, this one. Anyway, I better concentrate and use my sticks because this is hurting. So, when we were in Cocking, we went to the shop and I got a nice sausage roll. Nice sausage roll and some flapjacks for later. So I'm just going to tuck into the sausage roll because we've got a big hill ahead of us and we just wanted that little boost of energy. That's what we could do with Mick when we were doing turfing. EP Gardening Services 07791 305 346. Give us a call if you need your garden doing. So we just had a little break and then we got down the hill and it said a cafe in 100 metres, so we thought, well, we'll fill up our water and off we'll go. But we were tempted by a couple of flapjacks, not flapjacks, brownies, which so I said to the lady, I said, we're doing this for charity. Any chance if we buy two, you could do us a reduction on the price? And she just gave them to us. So this is Cadence Clubhouse on the South Downs Way. And the lovely lady there, in there, gave it to us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. People are so kind on this trail, it's amazing. It's amazing, it just lifts your heart. So over there in the distance, that brown field in between the trees was that nasty stony field, and there he is in his tractor, look, making it even worse for everybody else that's got to walk through that. Oh. Anyway, we've come quite a long way and we'll crack on. Wait, Mick! So we made it to these masts that an hour ago we could see really far in the distance, and I'm wondering we might go right up to them because there's a bloke coming down here now on a, well, it might be a girl, on a bike, which looks like it's the track we go up. So we'll just keep walking, keep on walking, one foot in front of the other. And until you get to your destination, no matter how painful it is, no matter how difficult it is, or you just keep going, and that's it. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we shall continue to do for about another 50 miles. But apparently Amberley is halfway point, and we're a few miles off, so that will be a milestone for us. And at that point, I might have a flapjack. And we're planning on camping in Amberley tonight. So I know Amberley quite well. In fact, I've flown my drone over Amberley, over the river there. You never know, I might put it up for you to have a look at. So, yeah, we're going to camp at Amberley, next to the chalk mine, where I believe there was a James Bond film filmed. And which way are we going, Mick? Oh, different way. Oh, yep. So I'm thinking we're nearly there, and I tell you what, in a minute we're going to have the most awesome view. In fact, I can see it now. So in a minute I'm going to show you. Bear with me. You can see the sea. You can see the sea. Amberley's down there somewhere. Right, I keep holding Mick up. I'll crack on. So we've gone wrong. We've come off the South Downs by accident. We didn't even realise we had. On a bike, which looks like it's the track we go up. Which way are we going, Mick? Oh, different way. Oh, yep. So the South Downs way, you can see through the trees there, runs parallel to this path that we're on. So we're having to sort of do a little detour, but it's still kind of the same distance, just runs below it parallel and then joins up at the bottom. So yeah, never a dull moment. And the legs aren't working very well at the moment. Mick's way over there. Oh, no, that way. Which way? He's over there. Oh, hello, sorry.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, you alright?
Alright.
And that just proves how slow I'm going as he speeds off in the distance. Anyway, if I stop talking to you lot, I might go a bit faster. And over in the distance, look at all those deer, look. You see them? There we go. Deer. Yeah, what happened then, Mick?
My God, I've just aged 10 years.
We were just walking along, kind of looking at the deer over there, and there was, what do you call them, a partridge?
Pheasant.
A pheasant, sorry, a pheasant, in the side that we didn't know. It just flew off and made its noise that they make. And I've never seen Mick move so fast.
It was,
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. Not that I thought it was the bogeyman or anything, it was just... Yeah, it's not bogeyman.
That's what you need, get you up the hills, a few of them. Oh, that was so funny. It actually made me jump as well, so it wasn't just Mick, but there you go. Yeah, anyway, onward. So our little detour has taken us into Horton Forest. It's very pretty. We appear to be walking along a BMX course, some kind of mountain biking track thing. Lots of little hills on it. It's very pretty though, and quite cool under the trees, which is quite nice, a bit of a respite. But my feet are absolutely killing. If you want to know what it feels like, it's like a really intense pins and needles throughout the entirety of your foot. You know, when you step down on them, it's really intense. That's how it feels on every single step at the minute. And also, the rucksack tends to get very, very heavy on your shoulders. And you start to feel that way again after this amount of walking in one day. And so you're tensing all the time at the back of your neck, and then I start to get pains coming up the back of my neck into the back of my head. So every now and again we just have to take that weight off. And sometimes the weight that's pulling on your shoulders, if you push it up and tighten it up, you then get pins and needles in the end of your fingers. So it's a real balancing act between having it high up on your back so it's easier on all of your body, but not tight enough to make your arms go dead. So it's all a learning curve. I just don't Mick knows where he's going. Anyway, I'm sure he does. And I hope to get there in the next hour. We shall see. So, we made it to our next campsite. I'm going to do an unveiling of what my feet might look like. I have no idea. All I know is that they've been very painful. And I suspect that the blister on my left foot popped because at one point it just suddenly got painful. So that was quite early in, as you all know, because you've seen the rest of the videos. So anyway, I'm going to point you down at the feet and you can have a look. Okay, let's see. This one. So there you go. So Mick has got some Sussex Haze in honour of being in Sussex and in honour of what we've renamed the Haze Trail.
The Haze Trail. So nothing beats a lovely warm shower and a beer.
Go for it.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
That'll do.
Lucky lad. So, first of all, look at that little glow on my face, and let me tell you why. Show you this. That's the sun setting on the fourth night, which we really all know is the third and a half day. But on the night where the sun sets, on the fourth day, we have reached to go to Eastbourne, halfway point. And that actually is just down over there at the bottom of that fence line, which is where we're camping, in the field next to it. And we thought we'd celebrate by having a nice slap up Indian meal. Check this out. How is it, Nick? Is it nice?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yep. Chicken jalfrezi, pillau rice, naan bread.
And
Cobra beer.
Cobra beer and garlic naan. Chicken tikka masala. So I'm going to get tucked into that. Right then, Mick. I just want to say, mate, well done.
To you too, bro.
Halfway.
Halfway, absolutely knackered. Absolutely shattered.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as what you think.
No.
Not as easy as you think.
I mean, people don't realise, but me and Mick talked about this for months and months and months and months before he even started trying to do it, like our training and stuff. And to be actually doing it, and you know, raising some money for some charity as well, but just for ourselves, the challenge of doing it. I don't think I didn't expect it to be this hard in any way whatsoever. I thought it'd be much easier, didn't you?
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect.
We both have watched loads of videos on YouTube of people doing it. We've seen people doing it in 4 days. We've seen people doing it in 6. But well, I think if I didn't get the blisters on the first day, it would have been a bit quicker, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think for me it's getting used to having that weight on your back for miles and miles and miles, going up the hills, down the hills. Yeah. And it gets me here, that weight load. But you know,
it's all right in the beginning, especially if you can get it like higher up on your back, without it being too tight on your arms. It's all right in the beginning, but after a day of it, it really does start to hurt, doesn't it?
it does pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get like strain going all the way from the top of my back all the way up my neck to the top of my head. So by the end of the day, that's just really pulling, and it gets so tense. You just have to stop. Yeah.
As young as we used to be.
You know, and well, our packs are really, really heavy, and they get very, very heavy after about 5 to 8 miles. It's a proper struggle, isn't it? Yeah. And we see a lot of people do this actually on the way. We haven't seen anybody with packs as big as us, apart from that girl that was in the cafe.
Oh, the Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, her pack was fairly big, and she'd just done 19 miles, I think. And she was really struggling with how it was pulling on her body. She said she was really aching and struggling. But other than that, everybody else has had small packs. Cheers, mate.
Ching.
And we'll see how far we get tomorrow.
Yeah, we saw, we sat and watched a sparrow hawk, and it literally just does not move. Bit of foot maintenance.
The sun is out. It's going to be hot today. So today we're going to be heading over to Upper Beeding. Not quite sure where we're going to stay or what we're going to do. We're just going to walk and see where we get to. And it's going to be hot. We understand there's not a lot you know, there's nowhere to get provisions along the way particularly. So we've got to carry some water with us in case we get stuck and have to just sort of camp down and eat super noodles again. So yeah, it's a struggle to walk. My calf muscles are a bit buggered, but I've got some ibuprofen cream to put on them in a minute, and had a lovely shower this morning, so now I smell nice again, because to be honest I really did stink. So yeah, that was nice. I was a little bit worried about getting in the shower because it would make everything stink, but it didn't, so that's okay. What else can I tell you? Had a really nice stay here. What's it called? Foxley Barn?
Foxley Barn.
And yeah, really, really pleasant. Lovely facilities.
Yeah.
Kitchen, kettle. So yeah, it's been a good stay.
Yeah.
And now we start the second half. Well, there we go. Anyway, we're going to get ourselves packed down and ready, and then we'll be off. And over there, see that camper van over there? Well, the lovely people in that camper van, I'm sorry, I don't know their names. First thing they did when we got here, basically walked over to this site. My bag fell off my back, and I basically literally collapsed on the floor for 5 minutes and laid on the floor. And the lovely lady over there came over and brought me a cup of tea and brought Mick a coffee, and made it in her camper van, which was lovely. And then this morning did the same, and also gave us a packet of crisps for our journey, so that we've got the salt that we need in us. So can't thank you enough. Thank you very much, and hopefully you guys, if you're watching this video, will come and put your camper van in our classic car exhibition during our bonfire event on the 7th of October. So we'd love to see you there, but I just want to say a really big thanks for your kindness. It's refreshing. Beautiful, really nice people, Lynn and Pete, and I've bought a couple of walking staffs off them, but I'm going to come back after the trail and get them. But absolutely awesome, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for a very, very nice stay. I mean, awesome, look at that view. And look, there's a buzzard or kite. See it? Anyway, so we're off then. Mick, let's start the second half. 50 miles to go. Let's do it.